Hello everyone and welcome back to the FRC Historian. Today I'll be making a video on Team 1533 Triple Strange. If you do not know who they are from part of the North Carolina district from Greensboro, North Carolina. They started their first experience in 2005, and one thing I'd like to say about them is that I've seen two incredible things about them recently. The one thing that I did know about them was that in 2018 they were part of the Turing Alliance, who won their division on the Emeta Einstein from the number 8 Alliance. And one other thing about them that I've seen recently is that in the 2019 Roebling division, they teamed up with Team 5190. Now, the thing that makes this incredibly interesting is that in 2018 and 2019, they both won the district championship together. And very rarely do you see teams who won a district championship be in the same division, much less in the same alliance. Two examples I know where teams were paired up are where 1114 and 1241 were in the Curie division this year, 2019 in Detroit, and then in 2014 where 27 and 33 were paired up in the same division and then the same alliance after winning the 2014 Michigan State Championship. Now let's move on to the history of Triple Strange. Triple Strange started out in 2005 where they attended the NASA VCU Regional. However, there isn't a lot of match data from there. In 2016, they went to the Peachtree Regional, where here they went 10-6, winning the Judges Award and the Website Award. They teamed up with teams 34 and 1242, winning the quarterfinals and getting out in the semifinals. Then on to the 2007 season, they went on to the Palmetto Regional, where here they were regional finalists and won the Judges Award. Then they would go on to the World Championship, where they'd be part of the Archimedes Division, where here, as ranked 9th, they'd go 5-3-1, teaming up with teams 47 and 768, losing to the alliance of 494, 999, 997, and 254. This being their first time going to the World Championship, but not their last. 2008, they would go to the Peachtree Regional, where here they would rank 9th, going 5-5 overall, and along with teams 21-19 and 13-11, they would be part of the number 5 alliance, who would get out in the quarterfinals against the alliance of 11-27, 17-46, and 16-12. However, they would go to the World Championship, where they would go 5-2 in the Curie division. On to 2009, Triple Strange would go to the Peachtree Regional, where they go 5-4 and win the Judges Award. On to 2010, this team would go to the North Carolina, where they'd go 3-6. Just so you know, in 2016 is when the district system would start, and this is when they would start going to many more events. Going into because North Carolina wasn't the most dense in terms of teams, but as time went on in 2016, they were established as a new district district system. 2011, they went to the Pittsburgh Regional, where here they went 4-6. Then they teamed up with teams 2603 and 3260 as part of the number 8 alliance, where they got out 0-2 against 1114, 3492, and 1503. Then they went on to the North Carolina Regional, where here they would go 6-5-1 overall, teaming up with teams 435 and 2055, getting out in the quarterfinals against 1735, 48, and 342. Then on to 2012 Rebound Rumble. And this year they will go to the Pittsburgh Regional, where they would rank 5th, going 8-6 overall, where here they would align with teams 3138 and 3492 as part of the number 4 alliance, where they would win both quarterfinals, then go into the semifinals, where they would lose to 26-14, 48, and 375. On to Ultimate Ascent. This team would start out at the North Carolina Regional, where here they would have a student win the Dean's List Award. They would go 7-5, team up with teams 3701 and 3506. Part of the number 5 alliance, win the first match, however lose the next 2 matches in the quarterfinals against 3971, 4824, and 2483. Then they would move on to the Queen City Regional, where here they would rank 29th, going 5-5, and winning the Team Spirit Award sponsored by Chrysler. And then that student would be recognized with the first Dean's List Award on the Einstein Field. On to 2014, Triple Strange would go to the North Carolina Regional, where here they would have a different student be recognized with the Dean's List Finalist Award. Then they would go 8-7, where here they would be part of the number 4 alliance along with 587 and 3406. And despite putting up a great fight, they would lose against 836, 1111, and 3971 in the semifinals. Then they would move on to the Virginia Regional, where here they would rank 5th, team up with teams 2068 and 2363 as part of the number 3 alliance, win both quarterfinals, going to the semis, win the first semifinal, yet lose the next 2 to become semifinalists. However, they would win the Team Spirit Award. On to 2015, this team would go to the Palmetto Regional, where here they would rank 10th, team up with teams 1261 and 2059 with an average qualification match score of 50.78, and they would maintain an average playoff score of 102.29 and become regional finalists against teams 44-51, 38-24, and 40-73. Then they would go on to the North Carolina Regional, where here, along with teams 55-11 and 31-96, they would make it to the semifinals, maintaining an average playoff score of 74.8, and they would win the Innovation Control Award. Then they would move on to the Hopper Division, where here they were ranked 55th with an average qualification match score of 111.4. Now on to the first year of the district system in North Carolina. This would treat them well. They would start off the Gulliford County event, where they would be ranked 9th, be picked up by the number 1 Alliance with 38-45 and 32-15, and get out in the quarterfinals. However, they would win the Industrial Design Award. Then they would go into the UNC Asheville event, where here they would rank 8th, be part of the number 3 Alliance, along with 51-60 and 32-29. They would win their first quarterfinal, lose their second, win the third, go into the semis, where here they would lose both semis to become the semifinalists and win the Creativity Award. Then they would go on to the Campbell University / Johnstown Community College event. Here they would go 16-2 overall, 10-2 in the qualifications, where they would rank first, pick teams 26-55 and 55-18, and win the competition, going 6-0 in the playoffs and winning the Innovation Control Award. Then they would go on to the NC First Robotics State Championship, the inaugural one, where they would rank 9th, have the student be recognized with the Dean's List Award. They would win the Creativity Award, and then they would be picked up with team 35-06, and then picked 56-79, where here they would lose the first quarterfinal, win the next two, win both semis, win both finals, and become the inaugural NC First Robotics State Championship champions. Then they would move on to the Carson Division, where they would win the Creativity Award and go 6-4. Next on to the 2017 season. Now here, this team, in 2016 they were ranked 2nd in their district system. Then 2017 they'd go on to the Greensboro event, where here they would rank 1st, going 17-3 overall, picking teams 32-15 and 587, where they would win both quarterfinals, win the first semi, lose the second, win the third, and then go into the finals, where they would lose the first, win the second, however lose the third, become this district's finalist. However, they would also pick up the Industrial Design Award. Then they would move on to the UNC Asheville event, where here they would rank 3rd, going 10-5, be part of the number 2nd Alliance, along with the teams 57-27 and 587. They would lose the first quarterfinal, win the second, however lose the third, to become quarterfinalists. However, they would win the Greatest Professionalism Award. Then they would go into the state championship, where here they would rank 7th, going 12-5 overall, being part of the number 4th Alliance, besting the 5th Alliance in 2, winning the first match against the number 1 Alliance, however losing the next 2 to become semifinalists. That team they lost to would become the state champions. Then they would move on to the Newton Division, where they'd be part of the where they would be called in the semifinals to go up against the Alliances 1678, 118, and 4188. Now we're going to move on to their 2018. Now in their 2018 season, this is when they would do very well. They would start off at the Asheville event, where they would rank 11th, going 12-7-0, where here they would win the Industrial Design Award. However, they were picked up by the number 1 Alliance of 45-61 and 65-02, where here they would go win both quarterfinals, win both semifinals, win the first final, upsetting, losing the second, however winning the third, become the district champions as the number 2 Alliance. Then they would move on to the Forsyth County event, where here they would rank 2nd, be picked up by the number 2nd Alliance again, 26-55 and 57-62, and this time they would go 6-0 in the playoffs, also winning the Excellence in Engineering Award, becoming the 2-time district champions. Then they would move on to the North Carolina State Championship, where here they would rank 1st this time, going 14-4 overall, where they would pick teams 51-90 and 32-29, where in here they would win here, going 6-0, becoming the North Carolina State Champions, and they would also win the Excellence in Engineering Award. Now having not lost the competition, they would go on to the Touring Division, here being part of the number 8 Alliance. Now, being part of the number 8 Alliance isn't always the best, as you know, and many people don't think it's possible to win as number 8. However, as the captain of the number 8 Alliance, along with teams 12-96, 26-55, and 35-93, this Touring Division captain, as the number 8 Alliance, would go on to best the number 1 Alliance, winning the first, losing the second, and winning the third. It would win both semifinals and both finals, to become this division champion. Then they would move on to the Einstein Field, where they would go 0-5. However, they did make it to the Einstein Field and had not lost the competition going into the Einstein Field, which is incredibly remarkable, winning 4 banners and ranking first in their district. Now let's move on to the 2019 season. From the most recent season, Triple Strange started off at the Gulliford event, where here they would become a district event finalist, going 10-10, ranking 12th, where here they'd be picked up by the number 2 alliance of 47-95 and 587, lose the first quarterfinal, win the next 2, win the first semifinal, lose the next, win the third to go into the finals, where they would lose in the finals 20-59, 26-55, and 67-29 in the Gulliford event. However, they would also win the Quality Award. Then they would move on to the Asheville event, UNSC Asheville, where here they would become ranked 10th, and as ranked 10th, they would be picked up by the number 2 alliance, along with teams 31-96 and 68-94. They would win both quarterfinals, win both semifinals, win the first final, however lose the next 2 to become district finalists yet again. Then they would move on to the North Carolina State Championship, where here they would become ranked 2nd and picked up by the number 1 alliance, winning 15-3 overall, where they would have a student receive the Dean's List Award and the Autonomous Award as well, along with teams 51-90, who they'd picked the year prior, and 42-90. They would win both quarterfinals, win both semifinals, win both finals, and become the district champions of here. Then they would move on to the Roebling Division, where, as stated before, they would align with teams 51-90, 13-69, and however get out in the quarterfinals. Now, the reason why I wanted to highlight this team is that they were able to do 2 impressive things that don't normally get done. They were able to win a division as the number 8th seed. As the number 8 captain, they were able to win a division, which has only been done 3 times, as you know, in 2007, in 2016, and then in 2018, as you know, as well as this team teaming up with a team that they had won the championship with. And one interesting thing I've seen about the North Carolina district is that there are many times where a team who hasn't won a single competition going into the state championship can still win it and still improve and then win that district championship. For instance, all 3 teams who won the 17 district championship hadn't won a competition going in, but had improved and won the district championship. And then 15-33 in 2019 hadn't won a district but went in and won it anyway. And then this last year, they were ranked 2nd in their district championship. Very impressive for this team. I'm looking forward to see how they do in 2020. Thank you all for watching, and this has been the FRC Historian.